Let's go over flags and logical operators. Flags is going to be a super short section of this video. They're basically a Boolean or integer variable, and it signals when a condition exists. This is just called a flag. That's pretty much it. Looking at logical operators, we have a chart here with the operator and its meaning. So, and the first one connects two expressions into one, requiring both to be true for the overall expression to be true and for something to execute. Next, we have these lines right here, and it's an OR. It connects two expressions into one, basically requiring one or both expressions to be true, either or. And then we have the NOT. This operator reverses the truth of an expression, making a true expression false and a false expression true, and it has the highest priority of the three. So if we look further down, I also have the output to the right. We have a cout. 5 is greater than 3 and 5 is less than 7 end line. This is going to print out 1 because 1 is true. Now if we printed it like this, or if we wrote it like this is obviously false, so it's going to print out a 0 because it is false. If we used an OR statement, it would print out a 1 because at least one of these is true. And then we'll check to see how the logical NOT operator affects that in a second. So you can see how this would work. Let's look at range. So in our if statement, we can test for a range of numbers by not just doing it like this. Notice how I have the OR in here like this, and this is going to execute if either of these is true. Kind of demonstrated that here. A range is going to say if some value is between like a given minimum and maximum value. So if we were to do like int x is equal to 20, and then we said, actually let's close this off, and then we said if we'll do 10 has to be greater or less than x, and we can also say if x has to be less than 50. This is a range that we're given for our if statement, and it's a range of conditions that we're going to have to check. We can use OR like we have down here. We can also use the NOT. So notice how this is false, right? So this is false. 5 is greater than 3, not less than. And this is false. 5 is less than 7, not greater than. But this NOT operator turns it into a true, which is the reason why this last part is executed. You can see that right there. And if we were to take this away, this would not execute, and we would just say like else, and then we could do a cout, and then we'll just do false. And that's pretty much it. We can just end this right here, press run, and you'll see that false is going to be printed because it's not going to go into this if statement because it doesn't have that NOT operator to make it a true. And that's pretty much it. You have your and, or, and nots. Use them how you would like. They're super powerful. That's pretty much it for logical operators. If you want more C++, check that playlist below the like button. We're going to go over menus next. So that's going to be pretty fun to create with these different switch if statements. I said switch. It's kind of a preview for what comes next.